Those classes aren't free. Yeah. She said, you got YouTube? I'm better. Yeah, so my coworker just found out I have a YouTube channel. Awesome.
If you're looking for a benefit, looking for attention, looking for supreme, looking for a queen, just roll with me. If you're looking for a benefit, looking for attention.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a sit down video with y'all explaining to you how you can make thousands of dollars a semester going to college, how you can get paid to go to college, how you can get a refund, and how you can save thousands of dollars in college. So if you're interested, if you know someone who's going to college, if you're getting ready to go to college yourself, or if you're in college right now, this is definitely the video for you. Also, if you're not subscribed to my channel, what are you doing? Pause. So yeah, if you aren't subscribed already, please subscribe down below and also hit that notification bell so that you'll be notified every single time I make a video. So yeah, these are just some few tips. I'm now a senior in college, so this is what's worked for me for the past 4 years. And so yeah, I just thought I would share some of the information and knowledge because it will literally make you tons of money. Well, not tons like as in rich, but from my experience, I've gotten a couple $1,000s back a semester. So that's thousands of dollars, a year just from going to school and getting my degree. And so I would like to help you guys any way that I can. But as a disclaimer, I will point out that one of the scholarships that I'm going to mention is the HELP scholarship. And so I think for the HELP, you have to make a 20 or a 21 on that to be considered for the HELP scholarship, and I made a 23 on my ACT, so that's part of the reason why I get so much money back a semester. I'm back. Started college the fall of 2015. So yeah, I'm getting ready to end my college experience, and I'm so happy and I'm so grateful for some of these tips. Some of these tips I really wish I had known before I started on my college experience, but better late than never, right? So my very first tip for you is to apply for as many scholarships as you can. I know this may seem kind of like, basic information, but I didn't know that there were so many scholarships. I've been approved for so many scholarships, and you really have to do the work, the essays and the recommendations letters. So you want to start on these as early as possible, especially if you're a high school student getting ready to start your college experience. So this is what really helped me. I worked very hard on my scholarships. If you make a high score on the ACT, that's also very beneficial because you get tons of money back from that. And so, what's better than getting paid to go to college? Like, come on. My second tip is to do work study. Work study, you apply for this when you do your FAFSA. And I'm in Mississippi, by the way, if this helps you any. So if you're in the surrounding area, I think that it's the same for, you. But if you're up north or something, then this really don't apply to you. Some of these do, but I'm talking about the scholarships for Mississippi specifically. So work study is basically something that allows you to get a on-campus job and to work on campus, and so the school pays you. So this is very good for you if you don't have like a car or transportation or anything like that. You can get you a job on campus, and you work, and then the school will pay you. Yeah, so I've had 2 work study jobs. My first work study job, I loved so much. I was an art gallery assistant, so basically I would just sit in an office, sit in an art gallery, literally, and greet people when they come in, and say goodbye when they leave. It was the easiest job, the best job ever. I also set up for events that we had in the art gallery, so it was very fun. And then I left this job. I came back, but I left and I worked in a daycare job. We had a daycare on campus, so I worked there. I didn't like it at all, so I went back to my first job, and I loved it. So if you can, that's also a smart tip. You can get a work study job or any job in general, like a desk job, an office job. That way you can get as much homework done as possible while you're at work. So you're getting paid to work, basically. You're getting paid to do homework. There's nothing better than that. And this third tip is not something that I recommend personally, and it's loans. You have two types of loan. You have unsubsidized loan and you have subsidized loan. I don't recommend anyone taking out any kind of loans if you can help it. My first year on campus, I had to take out like $4,000 loans, and that's it. And that's because I was living on campus, so I had to buy a meal plan. I had to pay for all this extra room and board. All of these extra expenses just because I lived on campus. So I will also. This leads into my next point to get an apartment off campus because it saves you so much money. Literally, it was way cheaper for me to stay off campus than it was for me to stay on campus. So the money I received back from my scholarships, I would use that money to pay for my apartment. And so I didn't have those extra $1,000 loans on me. So if you can, try to get you an apartment off campus. It'll save you tons and tons of money. Okay, don't buy books from the bookstore. You can either order online or you can share with friends. But the tip to this is to wait and make sure that you actually need these books. Literally 75% of my college courses, I did not need the book, especially my first 2 years on campus. Now my second two, I have not bought a book in 2 years. I have not bought one single book these past 2 years. The professors will say you need them, this and that, but you look through your syllabus. If there aren't any assignments due from the workbook, I would definitely not buy it. Books can run you hundreds and hundreds of dollars. I can't even tell you guys how much money I spent my first year in college buying books. So yeah, that's a very smart tip. Please, please, please wait to see if you actually need these books. Don't just go and be out here buying books like, no. Ain't nobody got time for that. It's cheaper to order from online bookstores such as Chegg. So me and my friend, I'm not on campus this semester. I'm taking all of my courses online because I'm working in a school full time to finish out my degree. She bought a book from Chegg, and me and her, we use that. So that's also an option. Make friends throughout college so that y'all can share these things. Like you buy one book and she buy the other one. So that's two books that you guys both have to share. So yeah, connect with people, meet friends, so that you can share books and other resources with each other because it will save you tons and tons of money. I'm trying to tell you, books are not cheap. It's not a joke. It's ridiculous, actually. It's sick of it. Tip number 5 is to take as many college courses as you can in high school. Take as many. I wish I would have done this, especially in college algebra and then history 101, Western Civ. Take those courses in high school, please, because for one, they're a lot easier. Your professors don't care about you in college. They don't care if you pass or fail. Your high school teachers do. So take as many college classes or credits as you can in high school. This will save you tons of money, guys. I promise you, tons and tons of money. I didn't do this. A lot of my friends have. They're also the one. If you take college courses in high school, you'll be ahead of everyone else. So, you can finish college earlier. So, yeah, I wish I would have done that. I didn't, but everything happens for a reason, and, it is what it is. Okay, tip number 6, don't do summer school unless you absolutely have to. And what I mean by this is don't take summer school just to get ahead, Just if you want to get ahead, take extra classes during the school year. This will save you thousands of dollars, y'all. Literally, I priced how much it would be for me to take just one college course in the summer. You know how much they told me? $3,000. No, it was like $1,500, and then the books and other things that I needed, it came out to be around $2,500. Don't do that. Instead, buckle down. Really buckle down, study and work hard, and add on that extra class or those extra 2 classes into your semester. It's not that bad. This semester, I'm taking 18 college credits, and they're all online. My grades are fantastic. You just gotta stay on top of yourself, buckle down, and just really focus. I'd rather save money and take a little bit of, an extra course or 2 than to give away my summer taking classes that I have to pay thousands of dollars for. I mean, yeah. Summer school is very, very expensive, so I try to avoid it at all costs. The only time I would suggest to take it is if you're getting ready to graduate and you just realize that you need an extra course, then of course, go ahead and take it over the summer. But other than that, especially your first 3 years, don't. Don't. So sorry for this glare, guys. Maybe if I get right here, it's better. I'm so sorry for this glare. This lighting is horrible. Tip number 7, save school supplies for the following year. So like any mechanical pencils, markers, paper, binders, all of those things, save it for the next year, because I even have stuff from freshman year, okay? Freshman year, I still have my school supplies from then. You're not gonna use that many pencils and you know what I'm saying? Just save everything for the next year. You're not gonna use all those pencils and all those pens throughout college. Save, save, save. Just save your save. Save. Just save. Okay? Okay. Number 8 is do not get a tutor. There's free tutoring on campus. You guys, tutoring is so expensive. I know on my college campus we had free tutoring sources for every single subject, even Spanish and French. I used my tutor for math, because college algebra wasn't no joke. Just let you know that right now. It wasn't no joke. And your girl ain't about to fail, you know what I'm saying? Because that's a waste of money. I'll get into that next. Tutoring on campus, if you need extra help, your teacher, she may can help you, or you know what I'm saying, she'll help you. She'll help you, right? She'll help you. She'll help you find someone, or you know, whatever like that. But back to my point. Let me rewind, right? I am so grateful, and not to brag, but I'm so grateful that I've never failed a college course. Knock on wood. Hello. Because when you fail, you have to retake those courses, and the more courses you have, the more expensive you have to pay for those classes. Those classes aren't free. Yeah. She said, "You got YouTube?" I'm about there. Yeah, so my coworker just found out I have a YouTube channel. Awesome. Yeah, so the more you retake college courses, the more money you're wasting. So just buckle down. If you have to stay up late nights and study, that's what I did, you know, especially my first year of college, because it wasn't easy. And it's not easy. So if you have to stay up late and study, do that. Please, just don't retake the same course. It's 5-6 times. Like, ain't nobody got time for that. All right, and my last tip, which you guys can relate to, and I see it done all the time. I've never been this type of person, but if you go out frequently, don't pay $40, $45 for every single party. They're all the same. All of your clubbing experiences are the same, you know. Yeah, you get to see like a rapper or a performer or something like that, but it's not worth no $40, $45, especially every other week or, you know, every month. Ain't nobody got time for that. I remember we had this one thing on campus. It was Eaglepalooza, and it was so amazing. We didn't have to pay a thing. If you were a student, you got to go for free. So that thing was Carrie Hilson. She performed for us. I love Carrie Hilson. She is so beautiful in person. I'm gonna have to do a story time on this. It's another story for another time. But yeah, we got to see Carrie Hilson. She performed for us, and we didn't have to pay a thing. So all these clubs that you're going paying $40, $50 for, ain't nobody got time for that. Don't be doing that. Go to a few kickbacks or, you know, a few lip parties here and there, but don't be paying all these outrageous prices to these people. We college students, okay? We college students. We ain't got that much. We ain't got money like, unless you got money like that. Now, if you got money like that, then I don't even know why you're on this video, because, hello, it don't apply to you. But, like for me, I ain't got it like that. I ain't got $40, $45 to spend on, you know, clubs. Like, that's just crazy to me. Oh yeah, guys, I forgot to mention that you can shop places that have student discounts. There are many clothing stores and many fast food restaurants that surround the campus that offer student discounts. So this is a great way for you to save money, especially if you're like me. Like, I love to eat, so that's a great way for you to save money. So yeah, I hope this video inspired you guys to, you know, go out there and do what it takes to make thousands of dollars. Because you can't beat making money to go to college. Like, come on, everybody wants to get paid. Get paid, y'all. Get paid. You know, everybody want to get paid. period. Yeah, if you like this video, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure that notification bell is turned on. Leave a comment. Y'all, it really helps me out. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have, I also have a college experience video on my channel, and I'm gonna keep you guys updated with my college experience. Even though it's coming to an end, I just wanna make sure I document everything and share my experience with y'all, share my knowledge because it's so important, and I just wanna help you guys. So, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sure y'all are subscribed. Thank you so much, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.